How many of you know that untimely death is not the will of God? How many of you know that poverty is not the will of God? How many of you know that delay and retrogression is not the will of God? How many of you know that living a life of smallness and mediocrity is not the will of God? How many of you know living in sin and not encountering Christ is not the will of God? He desires that all men be saved. When the will of God is known, every condition that fights the manifestation of that will, it is within your jurisdiction to apply the power given to you and to correct it. That you go to bed and you see yourself being buried in a grave. When you wake up, what do you do? Cry? Weep? That's an insult to your understanding. What do you do when you wake up? No. The first thing to do is not to pray. The first thing to do is to search the word bank in your mind. Is there anything in that experience that is consistent with the will of God? And scriptures begin to rise. I shall not die but live and declare. It is from that revelation you now declare, whatever scenario happened in the dream, I change it. I change it by the power of God. You don't just pray out of fear or pray emotionally. Prayer is based on the known will of God, and where the will of God is not known, you pray in the spirit until the will of God becomes known. But the moment the will of God becomes known, you enforce it with understanding.